I forgot how to draw. I will not elaborate. So, if you're like me, you got into art because you had a friend that could draw very well, or you got super inspired by another artist. I've been drawing for so long, yet I still experience the frustrations I got when starting for the very first time. I think most people who aren't into art have this misconception of how artists learn. I'd say a majority of us don't start off learning the proper way because we just start drawing what we like, what we're interested in, and are just, enjoying ourselves. It's only after you find yourself drawing more and more that you start to become satisfied by what you're drawing, making you want to up your skill sets. So, this is the stage that I find myself in once again. I look at my art and I'm like, huh? Why it look like that? It's literally crooked. So, this is backwards evolution. There's no shortage of artists hating on their own work and being dissatisfied by their own progress. We tend to do that a lot. But that's so valid because why can't I draw anymore? You don't completely forget how to draw. Let's make that clear. Forgetting how to draw completely? Unlikely, but it's not like learning to ride a bike. It's not like you'll be able to ride fluidly on a bike again once you stop riding a bike for a year. No, if you stop drawing for a year, it will not be a fluid start back. You will have to put back on the training wheels. You don't forget how to draw, but you forget enough to start hating on everything that you draw after your break. Everything. Everything you draw, it's like, well, that sucks. That sucks. Like, even you get to the stage that when you want to draw a head and you draw like a circle to start or like a square, whatever you use, you start even criticizing the square or circle that you use to draw the base of the head. It's not because your hand suddenly decided to stop communicating with your brain. It's because you lost the artist sight. The artist sight. This third eye that was unlocked before, where you could deconstruct everything and anything into shape and translate it onto paper. I don't know if you've ever taken a long break from art, but if you have, I don't know if you experienced what I did during my break, while I had to focus on like other things to fill my time in, other hobbies. It was pretty miserable. I found myself hooked on a gacha game of all things. I know. I was spending a lot of money, got invested in a lot of things that didn't really up my skill set. I guess I got very good at spamming the ultimate attack button. But yes, I felt pretty miserable. I can say a life without art for me at least was a pretty sad life. And I always found myself wanting to return to it, but being well, yes. Anyway, back to the main point. I got into art because it brought me joy. And now I continue to do art despite the frustrations and dissatisfactions. So I shall continue to draw until I unlock that third eye again, because no feeling is better than starting a piece and being satisfied by it. This means returning to the fundamentals.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I think I'm the only one booing this, actually. Any sane person knows that while drawing Minecraft blocks isn't as exciting as drawing your loved Deep Space husbando, it is incredibly valuable. So I'll aim to do bigger sketches daily to hopefully improve on fluidity and deconstructing shapes, and of course on the other fundamentals. I used to love drawing backgrounds. I was very inspired by Tamika when I was 17, so I drew a lot of background illustrations because of her. Now I struggle drawing a cardboard box. So in my journey of improvements and the fundamentals, I can't just be satisfied by drawing my Genshin Impact bias anymore. And if you're an artist who wants to improve but you're feeling discouraged because of comparing your work to others or seeing any improvements quick enough, know that any time you spend drawing is improvement in itself. The worst thing you can do for your art isn't to spend all your time drawing anime girls or never bothering to learn the fundamentals, but it's to stop drawing altogether. That's the absolute worst thing you can do for your art. That's how I got into this predicament. So, if you want to improve your drawing skills, don't completely let go of what keeps you from enjoying it in the first place. If drawing shirtless Gojo is what keeps you going, then do that. As you keep drawing him every day, you will want to improve the way you pose him, the different perspectives of the human body, light, shadow, color, and it will feel worth it because your goal is still centered around doing something you enjoy. Improvement isn't linear, and I have to tell myself that every day so I don't punch my computer or eat my sketchbook to hide the evidence of my failures. Hopefully by the end of March, I can say I've made some proper steps into regaining that artistic side again. I said I wouldn't elaborate. Okay, bye.